NBC 30, Connecticut's news leader.
Well, with all the new fitness crazes hitting the market, what is the best way to get those bikini abs? We have our fitness expert, our trainer, Palmer Collier, is in the studio, and we're going to talk to him about that when we come right back. Welcome back. It is time to talk to NBC 30 trainer Palmer Collier. And today, hello, Palmer.
Hi, Jana. How are you doing today?
Abs today.
Abs.
It's swimsuit season. It's Memorial Day weekend. We got to talk about abs. First question, while you start to show me an exercise.
Okay.
Is it okay to, sometimes you have to, with weights and stuff, you have to weight every other day. Is it okay to work your abs every day?
That's a question everyone's dying to know. I'm glad you asked me that. I'll start with a basic exercise while we're doing that. And Janet, your abdominals are a muscle just like your quadriceps, your hamstrings, your pectorals. It's a muscle. It's a physiological piece of your body. So you've got to treat it like the other muscles. It may have a little bit more endurance because where it's situated, where the creator put it. So it probably has some what I call oxidative fibers that can last longer, just through Mother Nature. But you want to give your abs the same amount of rest, especially if the intensity is the same that you worked other muscles.
Oh, so this every other day?
Every other day, yep. This is a real basic one where you can come back and get a good stretch. This really protects your lower back. Makes you quiver too. And you just come up and do a regular crunch as you would normally.
These balls you can find anywhere.
This is a 75mm ball. Actually, my friend Scott at the Body Health Club was able to let me borrow this today. Probably got a special order this one, go into a magazine or something.
Oh, okay.
Might be hard to find one this size.
That large.
So this
now,
is
why the larger? Just because of your size?
Well, if I was to try to do that same crunch in the little ball, I'd fall off of it. So basic, easy exercise. Now we need the blue ball.
All right. Well, working your abs, Palmer, get rid of the flab and the fat sometimes that's around your stomach. Will that disappear?
Well, it's almost like we talked about with the spot reducing. We can spot target a muscle group and develop it, but once again, you'll have a nice flat stomach when the subcutaneous fat cell shrinks. And Janet, this would be a great exercise to do right after the one I just showed you. And you're just simply crunching upwards, and you have your legs over the ball. Now check this out. This is a fun one for everybody. Ball between the legs.
Yep.
Bring it up.
Hold it steady.
Bring it down. And look at how I'm isolating the abs.
Oh, great.
Just like the old-fashioned.
That brings up something. Are there different exercises for your upper, lower, and middle parts of your abs?
That's another great question. The abdominal structure is an entire structure. People have labeled it through the year, my upper abs, my middle abs, and my lower abs.
So that's not right?
Not really. When you're doing a variety of exercises like we're showing the people at home, different exercises and movements and angles will create the different recruitment of the fibers from that particular area. So for instance, when you're doing this one, can't you see the entire abdominal is working? So there's not a real target area going on here, okay? But again, that's kind of a misconception. Just work your abs in a variety of different ways and you get the most out of it.
These balls are not that expensive, right?
They're not. Probably under $20.
Yeah.
Now, what I just did was a little bit advanced, and when you do this particular movement, the one I just did, make sure you're being careful of your back and you're not arching it too well. Okay. This would be an advanced one.
Last thing I want to ask you while you're doing the advanced one, that looks like a sit-up or a push-up.
Yep.
Oh, that's an advanced one.
Now this, Janet, is certainly targeting the lower abs to a certain degree.
Right. What about this six-pack that we hear about all the time? Is that really possible?
A six-pack, is it possible? We're seeing a lot of infomercials. And when we see these infomercials, we're seeing these people that have incredible genetics, and they're gifted. They have phenomenal genetics. Probably the average person isn't going to get those types of six-packs.
Because it's just not the way you're made.
It's not the way we're made, so it's a little deceptive. But we also need to know that we have certainly a genetic potential that we can reach. And you can get a nice flat stomach by doing some of the things we just shared with our viewers today and eating right. Don't worry about the washboards. Just go ahead and be consistent.
And 60 ounces of water every day, Palmer always tells me.
That's the tip of the day.
Water.
All right.
If you have any questions for Palmer, just log on to NBC30.com, click on Ask the Trainer. We'll answer them right here on the news at 10.